What's up, everybody? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. Oh, sorry, my webcam is off. Hi. Sorry, I'm starting a little bit late today. As most of you probably know, not the best day today. We had to put the chameleon down. Vet agreed. Yeah. Anyway, no fun. We did a thing though. This little guy. He's tiny right now. Can't really see his coloring. He's a hatchling. But it's a... What's it called? Sambara panther chameleon. And when they're hatchlings, they're pretty much green. But they can look pretty much like any variation of this. So... I've already seen some blues on him and some reds, yellows, greens, white. So we'll see. Mike is trying to change that name from Rocket Riders to Rocket Warriors. I'm also pretty disappointed in myself right now. If you were live with me, we were talking about this zone 43, right, to 40, I believe. And it came here during the market session, bounced pretty much to previous week POC, rejected, came back, gave a little bounce, whatever. I hopped in at 69.4250. Right here, and it kind of just chopped sideways. Started making lower highs, lower lows on 5 minutes, and Shorty was saying we were going lower from here, and I was like, if we hold the previous day value area low, like it should be good. But then somebody else commented that they thought we were going lower. And I let their biased skew my what I was thinking was going to happen, I guess, for lack of a better word. And so my first trade of 2026 is basically a break-even little loss. I mean, it's not a big deal, but pretty disappointed. My profit target was 69.51, and we're getting pretty close, you know. But whatever. Yeah, this morning kind of sucked, Mike, but I also think it's important for people to see that side of trading where you have to be patient and disciplined and not FOMO and not chase. What just happened? I guess let me reopen this. Alrighty. So unfortunately, nothing that we were looking at happened today as we gapped up. Actually, this is also super disappointing. I was saying here, like, this was a good area to short, you know, but based on the news with war and whatever, I didn't feel comfortable shorting here. I mean, you can see just all the wicks all day long. Like, this was not a good day to trade. But this short would have played out perfect. And for people trading SPY, you know, we should have been in single prints, if not definitely when they peaked above the poor low, completed auction and failed. Let me go ahead and start deleting some stuff. Excuse me. And I'm sorry if my energy seems down. It literally is. Like, having to put the chameleon down was very difficult. We got They gave us the option of like having him cremated or I guess privately cremated and getting his ashes, or having him like cremated in a group and not getting the ashes back. And the last option was to bring him home and bury him, and so we brought him home. Um, Put him in the backyard. I don't love this, but I'm pretty sure this is single prints. It's very tight. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Nathan. That's just not going to load, right? Uh, yeah. I'm struggling with if we should have single prints at the top and at the bottom. Yeah, and I'm going to mark these as poor lows and poor highs. Thank you. Um, I think the hardest part is just my son was like beside himself. He cried quite a bit, and he's not an emotional child. You know, he doesn't. Very, very rare for him to cry, but he was like ugly crying. You know. Um. All right. Big picture. Looking good. We kind of discussed here um, that I thought potentially the bottom was in on that pullback. Excuse me. Mm. Oh, I should add, Mike. You know, when I go live, I kind of try to commit to going live once a week in Keenan's Discord. And that's really what Keenan's looking for, is he wants like different crowned traders to go live like once a week. And so I do it once a week as to try to not like step on anybody else's toes. And I always try to do Monday morning. Sometimes I end up doing Friday morning, but I always kind of skip Tuesday and Thursday, because those are the days that Keenan goes live. But with that said, I'll probably go live again on Wednesday, and I'll probably just go live like publicly for everybody in the Discord. Um, this year, where we rejected is like a pretty key support resistance flip where it's been resistance twice so far. We broke above, it acted as support for one day, broke back below, became resistance again. So breaking over this, pretty important, at least for bulls, right? I feel like where we're trading, I really need to like look at the big picture. Um, because we're in such like risky territory as far as possible sell off. What's up, Triple G? I love you more. Um, I'll be so happy if they don't hit 51. What do I want to look at here? Oh, we have an inside day. Oh, no, sorry. Second half of the day's inside. All right, I think I have a pretty good idea of what we're looking at here. The key is going to be where we open tomorrow. Oh no, JC, we didn't even take any trades, unfortunately. I mean, I called out some stuff that worked, but nothing that I took because it was so choppy. Um, like you look at SPY on 5 minutes, it doesn't look as bad as ES does. This is, I mean, just all these wicks on both sides, all the way up. It's like a barcode. It's crazy. Played it safe today. There's Triple G. It's funny because Mike started the chat out with "What's up, Rocket Warriors?" and I made a comment that he's trying to switch it from Rocket Riders to Rocket Warriors. And here's Triple G to set the record straight. Oh, so I don't know if I mentioned this, but I talked to Ares, and I was actually like kind of concerned about him because I had reached out to him, and I reached out to him on the 30th, and he didn't reply until, I guess it's only like 14 hours later, but it seemed like a long time. I think Ares has kind of mentioned this before. I don't want to overshare his stuff, but I know he has a lot going on in his personal life. And I guess when I didn't see him for so long and then sent him a message and it took so long for a reply, I started thinking the worst. Anyway, he wrote back. He just said to me, "Hey, Drew, I'm dealing with life. Stepped away from socials. Need to regroup with myself. Gonna be fresh start. Building a better year is the goal. Hope you've been well and your family is happy. Happy New Year, bro." So he did write back. Just FYI. I'm glad that we have a community that actually cares about each other, because that's awesome. For tomorrow, where we open is going to be pretty important. Right now, they're pushing futures up. Not much, just a little bit from the close. So with that said, if you want 1 point on SPY, this is you. Not much, but that's your ticket. There's a chance. Actually, let me do this. Okay. Um, for me, close calls, or depending on your trading strategy, you could trail and hope that they break above and give us a retest and go longer. I think one of the best scenarios would be them quickly peaking above and failing. And basically, as soon as they cross back below. And when I show this, I'm talking like you want them to just be above for like seconds, not for, 5 minutes or whatever. To give you guys an example of what I'm talking about, this. We want to see them just boop and then go. And you just hit sell or buy your puts right as they cross back below. Okay? That would be money. And I would probably play it down to like the previous week POC. Okay? If you want to be safer, previous day POC or previous day Valeria high from up there. Okay. I don't like anything really through this area because we're pretty crowded and we've got a massive volume shelf right through here. So if we open like this, you could grab calls to here. I don't think the next one's worth taking. It's just risk to reward wise. Like there's not very much here. 81-cent move. But ideally, if they broke below, retested, you could play puts down to here. I'm not even going to mark it on the chart just because. Well, I guess actually this isn't terrible. Just expect choppiness. If they do this through here specifically. Hey, what's up, Corey? Not while we've got Diddy documentaries. All right. Oh, I don't know if I said. Oh shit, that hurt. Having a healed broken back really sucks sometimes. Um, yeah. All right. Let's look at fear and greed. If I were to guess, we're going to be right at the far side of neutral, like up here somewhere. Oh, maybe not. We're in neutral though. Let's look at our calendar for tomorrow. Really nothing going on. Should be a pretty dull day. Let me pull up my other charts. Me too, Mike. I'm glad Ares didn't fall off the earth, but I missed that motherfucker. He needs to come back. I don't know why, but I almost want to adopt him. He's a good guy. I am not happy. All right, so I don't. There's no significant imbalances, and this chart's not going to give us anything that we need for tomorrow, unfortunately. But this is that zone I wanted to be long from. This is where I got in, and this is where we are. And targeting 51 should be good. They should come to right about here. And then it becomes a struggle, right? If they manage to break above, retest, go. If not, this is a good area to short for futures traders. This is probably the area you want to consider getting in short. Okay. But anyway, this is all like smaller time frame stuff that's going to happen in the overnight session. It's not going to help us with SPY. I'm happy with this. I think. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm probably not going to be on tomorrow. Just based on how I'm feeling and based on lack of sleep. But there is a chance I'll be on in the morning in Shorty's Discord. And there's a chance I'll be on in the morning in the mentorship group. But really, as of right now, the plan is to go live everywhere Wednesday. So that's kind of the plan. Let me go ahead and post a screenshot of this. In the mentorship Discord, are you talking about, Mike? Um, oh, sorry, Corey. Yeah, you joined a little bit late, but I had said I sent him a message. It took him like 14 hours to reply, which made me a little bit concerned. But he got back to me, and he said, "Hey, Drew, I'm okay dealing with life. Stepped away from socials, needed to regroup with myself. Gonna be a fresh start, building a better year is the goal. Hope you have been well and your family is happy. Happy New Year, bro." So I did hear back from him. Anyway, miss that fool. Um, yeah. Mike, I mean, we are learning in the mentorship Discord. Um, Really, just no different than if I was mentoring, like one on one. Um, I mean, I might have spent a little bit more time, but we did. I don't really remember, but we did quite a few sessions in the beginning of meeting and like reviewing charts, reviewing trades, talking about what was good, what was not, so on and so forth. Um, Worked on like biting off like bite size bits of knowledge. Um, and now I'm doing the best I can with my schedule to go over educational stuff. And in the mentorship group right now, like we did, where is it? Here. So, part three of the order flow, um, which is going to be a four part class, and we've done three so far. And if you've watched them, you already know like it's a ton of information, and you should probably watch it a few times. I think each class has been right around 2.5 hours long. Part four will be the last one, and it's probably going to be right around 2 hours long. Um, I mean, there's always a chance that we dive back in and kind of start over. But as of right now, um, I mean, shy of just restarting, I don't feel like I have very much more to add. Um, yeah. Shorty just hopped in short overnight. It's actually not terrible. I guess I'm going to follow. You are hilarious, Triple G. I've been called a lot of things in my lifetime. Generally, it's like asshole, dick, fucker. Yeah. I mean, there's always like an opportunity, Mike. I'm not closed off to the idea. I wouldn't mind, like restarting and, just kind of seeing where things go. I think the biggest issue is, yeah, that's fine. I think the biggest issue is, sorry, I'm trying to figure out my stop loss here really quick. Sure. Okay. Um, my biggest issue is going to be like, um, for one time. So there's really not a target. Shorty is going short overnight, basically just meaning he entered and he's gonna see how it plays out overnight, I guess. I don't know if he has a stop loss or a take profit in place. I have a take profit at 27, which I actually don't like. I should move it. I'll probably make it 33 actually. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. But yeah, whenever you see this, like, they normally will dump and then come back over and clean this up and go higher. Trying to find another example. I mean, I see a couple like this. This here. This. This. But where's like better examples? Like this here. Right. This. Same here. They didn't really sell off very much, but yeah. You get the idea. It's pretty good. Like this here again. And then they did it. Yeah. So, what was I going to say? Let me close this software so I can see the chat. Oh, why do you hate me, JC? What's wrong with Quantower? Mine's working fine. Hey, what's up, Jack? Just for the record, I'm done with like the chart stuff. I'm just kind of like chit-chatting. You guys are talking a lot. And so I'm answering. Is that your Quantower or mine, Christian? I mean, that's got to be yours. Just right-click the screen and go server refresh, I think it is. Something to that degree. I mean, if that's the first time you've seen that screen, like, congratulations, bro. I get that way too often. It's frustrating. Frustrating replay thing. Definitely not today. We'll have to wait until we have like a decent week of trading. Not New Year's Eve, not Christmas week, not the month of December. Let's do it again. I don't know, next week or something. Think or swim. Yeah, think or swim's pretty up there. All right. Feel like it's time to go spend some time with my family. Oh, the candle? That's not real. Yeah, I don't. That's a misprint. That's all that is, Christian. I can show you. I can show you mine. Yeah, so this is 30-minute chart. Um, no massive candle. Okay. So yeah, whatever you're watching, whatever your broker is, that's a misprint on their side. All right. Good job, Mike. All right. Um, don't tweak, bro. Yeah, sorry, 24 fucking 7. I need to get on that. I was actually going to do it today. Look for setups. And, I mean, the reality is I wasn't looking because, just by looking at like the day of trading, I knew that it doesn't meet like my criteria for finding setups. So that's a part of the reason that I haven't been looking. Um, I should have looked today because there's probably some good setups, but the reality is I just don't have the energy. It might sound weak or whatever, but with putting the chameleon down, like I just like even just going live tonight was difficult. And yeah, I don't have the energy right now. Um, Again, I don't even know if it's coming through like in my voice, but um, I feel like I'm talking in slow motion. Um, so anyway, I will get on that. I promise. Um, Sorry, I didn't do it today. If we have a decent day tomorrow, where by decent I mean like kind of trading sideways, we don't have a trend day one direction or the other. I'll try to look for some stuff for you guys. All right. No worries, Christian. It's all good. Um, yeah, it was pretty tough. But I mean, the vet even said, like I told him I have medical background. I went, I went in and I told him, hey, like, this is what I'm noticing. I'm not trying to diagnose. I'm not a vet, so I would defer to you. But I told him, based on this, and this, and his age, like, even if we did the surgery, like, there's still a pretty good chance he'll pass away. And he goes, yeah, I think your assessment's right. Like we could try to do the surgery, but he's going to be in pain, and then there's still a chance that he doesn't make it. And he said, with as weak as he is, it's probably best to just make him comfortable and let him go. So that's what we decided to do, because that's pretty expensive surgery. And again, it's like, I don't know, like they can't give, like they can give sedation, like for the procedure itself, but then they would be sending him home with no medication, so he would be in pain as he's healing or whatever, and suffering through that. And I just don't think, like the probability of a good outcome isn't that high. So just didn't seem like the right thing to do. Um, but yeah, I think again, the hardest part was like watching my son. And then also like feeling partially responsible for it happening. So kind of a bummer. Anyway, as always, everybody, much love, much respect. I hope you guys all have a good evening. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else that I need to say. Chance that I see you guys in the morning. At least Shorty's Discord mentorship group. All right. As always, much love, much respect, everybody. Peace out. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to go spend some time with my family. Go hug yours. All right. Take care, everyone.